Hello everyone, I am Sriram Das, a pre-final year student and a cloud enthusiastic from Next University. Today we are going to be introduced to a very interesting topic of AWS, that is DynamoDB, a modern solution to developing scaling architecture. But before going into DynamoDB, let us first understand how data is scaling in our day-to-day generation. Today, everyone is present on social media, starting from Facebook to Instagram to YouTube. Everybody is putting their content and engaging with other people's content. So the data is that is available to us is expanding rapidly. It is estimated that around 402 million terabytes of data is generated per day. And this kind of data is not a single kind. There are JPG images, there are MP4 videos, MP3 audios, 30-second reels, there are different text file documents, and many more. And these different kind of data are constantly being generated. They are generated from different locations, they are generated of different kind, as we just discussed, and they are also generated at different speed. So to store all these kind of solution at a single globalized place, we did not have any kind of solution, but now we do, and that solution is known as DynamoDB. DynamoDB, as the name itself signifies, a dynamic database. This database can store any kind of data, as it has as it follows no SQL architecture. It has no fixed amount of schema, so you can store any kind of data in the NoSQL. It's highly scalable. That means any amount of data that is constantly being generated in any vast amount, it can be stored in DynamoDB, which makes it effective and useful. Also, another primary thing that is available in mostly the most databases is this database is serverless. That means if you have used SQL server and MongoDB server, you need to first initiate the server, then connect the driver, then you can do the CRUD operations. But here the database is serverless. That means you do not need to anyhow start a server or close a server each time. The data can be stored and used serverlessly. The benefits of DynamoDB does not only stop here but go beyond this step. That is, this database is auto scaling. Let's say your database only needs to store the data of 1 lakh people. Your database will be of that size, but there is a person whose database needs to store data of 10 million people. His database will be bigger in size, so the feature is automatically scaled. You do not need to manually scale the database, as the data will be scaled automatically. The database will grow itself according to your need. The second feature is global table. As there are no need of servers, the database can be accessed from anywhere. You may be sitting in North America or Asia and anywhere else, and the data can be accessed and generated by you. And the primary use is on-demand pricing. Only when there is a read and write operation being done on the data that's stored on the DynamoDB, you will be charged. When the database is stored ideal and it has no use, you will be charged for nothing, which makes it a on-demand pricing model, which is good for the days when you have no traffic, and also good for the days when you have a huge traffic, to accumulate your entire cost into a single afterwards to make it beneficial for you and you only. So once we have know on multiple things about DynamoDB, let me tell you a story about DynamoDB. One of one of my hackathon, I had to develop a project where we can store and retrieve the activity data of exercising athletes in a server. and we understood that different people exercises different time and we could not put them all at the same time slot, and all the data is real time, so they need to be stored and retrieved continuously, and the data can be huge. Without thinking for a second, we chose the DynamoDB because it is serverless, so we do not need to every time start and end the server. It is scalable. We can easily scale. If our customer base grow, the database will grow automatically. We do not need to you scale it manually, and also the on-demand pricing model will help us identifying on the holidays, as no one is running on that day, our billing is also on holiday, but on the day when everyone is running, our bills are also running. So this is how we have personally used DynamoDB to solve a very crucial problem. So now you have understood the DynamoDB. DynamoDB empowers students and developers to build scalable, secure, and real-time application without worrying about the infrastructure and the scalability purposes. As everything is maintained by AWS, you can surely build scalable, secure, and useful NoSQL databases that can be used to change the world entirely. Thank you for your support and listening. I hope that you have understood DynamoDB and utilize it in making your next project. Thank you.